Hi. So I just want to talk a little bit about yoga and how it is to work with yoga as a means to deal with pain in my body, to deal with energy, and to work with keeping my body or a body, perhaps your body, open, regardless as to regardless as to life circumstances, some of life's challenges. So I've been doing yoga for a long time, since I was 11. And I was diagnosed when I was 24 with some arthritis. And it has progressively gotten worse over the years. I've had some accidents, bike accidents, car accidents, different things. So that I live now with chronic pain. And some days are more debilitating than others, but it's a daily part of my life now. So I use yoga as a way to work with a body, my body, even when there's challenges. So I work with a lot of movement in yoga, a lot of the fluidity of yoga. I don't practice a linear style, although I was trained traditionally in more linear yoga, Ashtanga, Hatha. I have learned through some really beautiful teachers and through self-exploration how to use yoga as a foundation, as a base, and then from that base, from that more traditional base, to weave in encouragement through movement and sound. So expressive yoga is what I've called this practice. And I just want to show you a little bit how, just very briefly, how I work with yoga as a means to keep my body moving and awake, and to limit my pain body, not to limit it, but to work with it in a way that's helpful. So some of the ways that are really beneficial to work with pain is sound. So allowing my jaw to be really soft and allowing myself, as I'm moving through postures, to make different sounds. Trying to keep the sounds low in the lower belly and pelvis. Some of the sounds I use are ha, ah. I do something that's called a Horsey Breath, where I vibrate the top lip and the bottom lip to keep the muscles of my face soft and relaxed, and to release my jaw. That's just really helpful. I often just, as I begin to move in my practice, sound will just rise up, and breath will rise up, all different styles of breath and sound, often just very organically. It's not something that I can try. So I'm just going to show an example of how I would do a warrior and allow my core, my foundation. I'm just going to move this chair out of the way. So if I'm going to do a warrior, I'm going to find my feet first of all, and I don't know if you can see them here, but I'm going to find my warrior 2 feet here on my little moving around rug. So from here I'm just going to spread my toes and ground into my feet gently, just imagining a sense of buoyancy through the knees. So my knees aren't locked. And then from my nice stable feet, big wide toes, knees soft, alignment, so the front heel aligned with the back arch. I'm going to come into my pelvic floor, basically perineum up to just above the belly button. So the pelvic floor, and allow that energy from the pelvic floor to lift into the midline, into my core. Allow my side waist to come in so that this particular area, the hara, or the basement of my body, the foundation, is lifted about 30%. And through that lifting comes a sense of my heart lifting, my chest opening up, and there's a sense of strength. Again, my knees are not locked. And then from here, I'm going to lift up into my warrior two. Now notice that I keep my joints soft. Okay, so I don't hyperextend here. I soften through the joints and I keep connected to the midline. I flip my palms because I prefer to have my palms flipped. I like to have a nice open spaciousness through the armpit here and this part of the arm. And I can either look towards that hand if I wish, or I can look towards you, the camera, or all of you, or whoever, or maybe there's none of you, but anyway, it's the camera right now. I'm going to keep this core engagement, and I'm just going to take a couple breaths here. And right away there's a little and a softening through the joints, but a nice sense of stability here. Awareness of my back body, front body, side body. And then from here, rather than just staying static in this posture, I'm going to move it. And I'm going to keep my core engaged. And I'm going to keep breathing. So I'm going to bring some nice fluidity to the posture, some movement. And I might sigh. As the energy or the fire starts to build, I might go and release my mouth. And then from this moving warrior two, I could perhaps come into exalted and open up my heart, keep my joints soft. Open my throat, keep that engagement. Midline nice and strong, gathering up. A nice release breath of inhaling through my nose. And allowing my body to keep moving, although the feet are stable, the core is engaged. There might be some little swing, there might be some movement that happens here. Keeping my side waist also gathered in, so my lower back is supported. And then from here, I might come into a side angle. Again, there's a fluidity. The side angle comes from the hip bone, hip bone, hip bone, hip bone, arm, core engaged. Maybe my hand comes to my heart, maybe it stays here. My palm is up. I'm going to let my head move. So just encouraging movement. And then from here, maybe I'll come into five-pointed star. Maybe I'll shift my feet in and come into a goddess and begin to open this goddess arms. Whoosh. Sailboat breath in through the nose. Whoosh. So all this movement is encouraging and evoking my fluid system. Maybe it'll come here. Maybe it'll come here. So anything is possible here. Okay, anything is possible. And that's basically, and then lots of shaking. Just shake it out. So that's a little taste of working with a fluid system and allowing your body to lead your practice. So all of a sudden my body wants to do this. And then my arms want to separate and my wrists want to move. So all of this, as strange as it might be to North America, is yoga. The Sufis have done yoga. The whirling dervishes have done yoga. In Kundalini yoga, there's all kind of dance and movement. So just really encouraging your body to become a fluid system and to let the blood and the water and all the different fluids in your body to move and to not control it. And that doesn't mean that you can't do a beautiful warrior one. Okay? There's your warrior one. So finding different ways to express, keeping your alignment nice and stable, more traditional, but keeping your joints soft. So no locking down, no hyperextension through the shoulders. Keep the core stable, keep the ribs dropped so you're working with your parasympathetic nervous system. From there, anything goes. Anything goes here. So that's all I have to say about yoga is play around with it, have some fun with it. Find your feet first, always. Find your core, find your pelvic floor, and then from there, allow your body to express. Okay, thanks.